Hello, everybody. Nick Totero, Professor of Information Technologies and Computer Science, Lakeland Community College, and welcome to ITCIS 1010 Programming Logic Fall 2024. Welcome aboard, everybody. Okay, a couple things about this course. First of all, I introduce myself. This is an online course, and I'll talk about that more throughout the course in different videos. But what I plan on doing, I am going to have every so often, maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to have a optional WebEx meeting. It'll probably be Tuesday night, sometime around there. If you want to come, fantastic. If you don't want to come, I completely understand. This is an online course, but I just decided just to add the occasional WSR to this, completely optional, because sometimes people still like to see their instructor. All right, let's go up to the course site. Let me break it down to you and let me explain what is going on. First of all, I know I opened the course site up early. I normally do that. I try to open up the course site a couple days before the semester, especially for online courses. Open up the course a couple days before. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, reach out to me as soon as we can. Let's resolve these issues, because you're going to discover that there's assignments due the first week and you cannot just sit back and wait. So let's get all those little kinks out before we even start. For those of you who have had me in other courses, this might look very similar to you, but first of all, whenever you go to any of my courses, you will notice that there's nothing there, because I am required by law to take attendance once a semester. It has to deal with financial aid and FAFSA and things like that. I take attendance of all students, regardless of your financial aid status. So I have what is called the attendance and zero tolerance policy agreement. You will not see anything until you complete that agreement. I have videos associated with that. You're going to discover in this course, I have a lot of videos. I have a YouTube channel. I hope you come and visit to it. But let's take a look. Let's walk through this course. The first place you want to go in any course is the course syllabus. My machine is very slow tonight. I do have a no AI policy associated with this course. There's a video kind of detailing that. We're trying to teach you how to program. It doesn't make sense that you can run out to AI, get the program taken care of, and then assign it. So you cannot use AI in this course. But let's go to the course syllabus and let's walk through. I am not going to walk through every step of the syllabus. Please read it. I'm going to assume that you all know how to read. Fantastic. But let me walk through the basic premise of the syllabus. My machine is acting very slow, and I do apologize for that. All right, so the syllabus comes up. Couple things to be aware of from the beginning. This is an online version with the occasional, figure about once a month, maybe every 3 weeks, an optional WSR, completely optional. I always start my courses with the understanding of this little saying I came across and I kind of modified for myself. When we give each other our time, we are giving each other a portion of our lives that we can never get back. Let us work together to make this time well spent. I hope that none of this material you will see as busy work. Everything in this course, I went through and I made sure that you're going to learn something from this material. It is not designed to be busy work. If you feel that you're just not getting much out of this course, I'm making you run through, contact me as soon as possible. There's my name. Best way to get a hold of me, I think most of you, if you know me from previous courses, is email. I check my email constantly through the week. Now, on the weekends, I kind of slow things down a little bit, checking the emails. But during the week, send me an email. My response time is pretty quick with the email. There are my office hours. Because of the way my schedule kind of fell this time, I have a lot of office hours on Wednesday. I am basically at work all day Wednesday. But if you want to come and visit me, I really do like the pop-ins. I have no problem with that. But probably the best thing to do, you don't have to do this, but if you want to guarantee that I will be physically in my office at a certain time, let's make an appointment. Let's have that courtesy. And that may not have to be strictly on a Wednesday. If the only day you can get in is a certain time, then that. Or if you choose to go down the virtual path, we can pretty much do a virtual meeting anytime, phone calls. Again, for many people who I've talked to in the past. The office hours belong to you, me, and you talking. That is extremely important concept here. My phone is directed to my cell phone, but I only keep business hours. So Monday through Saturday, I'm sorry, Monday through Friday, basically 8 till 5 or so. I will pick up the phone at night. Let's all rest. I'm going to take a little bit of rest on the weekends. Let's rest. So I usually don't pick up my phone after a certain time at night. But if it's something critical, again, send me an email. Try to get a hold of me the best you can. I will talk about my YouTube channel throughout the semester. I've taken pretty much all the videos that you will see in this course and all the videos you would see in my other courses, plus any new videos that I'm creating, and I've put them up onto a YouTube channel. I am not an influencer, all right? All I'm trying to do is provide the content that you are going to see this semester in perpetuity. So I've had students in the past ask for videos. I've had students in the future. Can you show me some of your videos? I've shoved those all up to a YouTube page called Back from the Ether. I'll talk about that at another time. Here is the course description, the course rationale, etc. Again, I'm not going to read this to you. Please read this. Take your time. See what we're planning to learn here. All righty. If there's one thing I really want to drive home is there is a textbook, there is an ebook that is associated with this course. You have to buy the ebook. It is a Zybooks. I know I recognize many names on the course site from previous courses, and you know I often use Zybooks. Best thing to do is go to the bookstore. Let me explain something about the way that Zybooks works. Yes, you can purchase Zybooks directly from the publisher. That's not a big deal. If you purchase it from the bookstore, there is a paper card that the bookstore will give you. If you purchase the book online through our bookstore, they're going to mail you, U.S. Postal Service, that card. That is your registration code. It is just easier, quicker, faster, guaranteed. Go to the bookstore, buy it, get the card, go home, and set it up. In this course, we hit the ground running on day one of the week, and the book is essential. It is not optional. The vast majority of the course content is built through the textbook. So you have to have the textbook. Please do not wait. And I'm going to talk about this in the schedule. Do not wait to the last minute to do assignments, and that's going to be critical. But textbook mandatory. Textbook mandatory. Get it as soon as you can. Do not wait. Do not wait. Do not wait. For many of you, again, you know my general policy. I'm not a big fan of the midterm and final approach and maybe a handful of quizzes. I like to treat each chapter and each concept very modularly. So as you look at the syllabus, as you look at the course site, you can see that things are broken up in chronological order and dates. So 1 week may be an entire module, which means there will be labs associated with that module. There will be what's called participation activities associated with that. There's going to be challenge activities. So if you look here, there's 13 of these exams. Now, these exams are not huge exams. They're not like 40, 50 questions, but they're kind of bigger than a quiz, smaller than an exam, because I like to keep the content and the assessment near as possible. It doesn't make sense to me, especially in this type of situation where it's a midterm and a final and you have to review the first 8 weeks and then review the entire 15 weeks. So any questions on that, fine. I've changed my grading structure where it is a point-based system. It's still weighted, but it's point-based to allow you to figure out your grade much easier. So basically you have certain things, you have discussion forums, you have participation, you have multiples, and they carry a certain point level, and here's the weight. Any questions? If this is the first time that you've been one of my students, you know me. You'll learn very quickly. If you have questions, reach out to me as soon as you can, and we're going to resolve that issue. And then there is my AI policy. I have a video associated with there. You're going to discover a video associated with so many things. There's the school's policies. You can read those. Let's talk again. I don't want to go through the entire syllabus in minute detail. Please read it, understand it, have questions. Reach out to me. Let me know. But let's talk about the schedule. And I cannot stress this enough. You will notice how this is mapped out. The assignments are due on Friday. The exams are due on Saturday, right? Please do not call me and tell me the only day you can possibly study in the whole wide world is Saturday. Okay? Then this is what I'm going to tell you. The first week's going to be a little rough, right? Just get as much as you can do all your work, get it in by Friday of the first week, and then Saturday, after you take the first exam, start next week's material, right? But I would prefer you spread it out over time. You should be looking at the course content very early on and working towards it. Another area in programming logic is two different trains of thought. Both of them are very apropos. One train of thought is that you build these very giant programs over the course of 15 weeks. You're constantly building these big programs. The other train of thought is you basically create small programs targeting certain concepts. I am more of a small program, certain concepts. The programs are built into the textbook. Again, that's covered in different videos. This video could be 4 hours long, and I don't want it to go down that road. That's why you need the textbook. The code you're going to write, the integrated development environment you are going to use is built into the textbook. Many of my demonstrations are not from the textbook. Why? Why would you expect me to read the textbook to you? So please understand that. The code is going to be built in the textbook. I've had very, very good success with students and this particular approach. But most important for us right now is the understanding that assignments are due on Friday. The exams are due on Saturday. When you're done with the exam, start preparing for the following week. All right. I did this on purpose, intentionally, so you're ready to go. So when you have to study for that exam, it shouldn't be taking hours because you've been preparing all week for it. Most of you know this. I'm very strict on due dates, somewhat of an ogre on due dates, and that's real simple. When you go out and you work, your boss will expect certain things at certain times. You cannot call your boss. If a project is due Friday at noon, you cannot call your boss Friday at 11:30 and say, the cat drove the car through the garage. I can't get to work. My kids are sick, whatever. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. If you're supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning, they want you there at 8 o'clock in the morning, not 9:30 because you overslept, right? So this is my attempt to really, really, really enforce getting into the habit of a due dates. I will tell you throughout my history, the students who are ultra successful in these courses are the ones that manage their due dates. So here is our given assignments. Please read the syllabus. All right. Once you read the syllabus, there is the attendance and zero tolerance policy agreement. I have a video associated with that. Please watch the video. It will go through the attendance and zero tolerance policy in very fine detail. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to repeat myself in this particular video, but I'm going to go to the attendance and I'm just going to show it very, very quick. Please watch the full-blown video on that. And again, my computer is running slow. I'm going to start an attempt. And basically there's 3 questions. You have to agree to all 3 questions or you're not going to be able to go forward. It's not going to show you anything. If you do not agree to all 3 statements, you're going to have to contact me because the course won't be shown to you. This is my grading also. My attendance. I'm required by law to make an attendance on the second week of the semester. And I basically look at this. Did you agree to the policy? Yes, then you attended. So I'm going to go through this real quick. I'm going to say, yep, I agree. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. And away we go. All right. Once I do that, the course comes alive. You'll see all the course content. You'll see the weeks. Again, everything is modular. When you go into each week, There is normally 4 sections in each week. Sometimes you might see 3. Don't worry about that. The first section you'll see is something called Before You Begin. These are normally videos or links or something I'm just trying to teach you to be better students. They're usually not related to programming logic. They're related to something to think about, right? So like my first video is Nobody's Born with This Knowledge. I spend a little time explaining that, hey, nobody is born with this knowledge. We're all learning. So please watch these videos. Hopefully they help you become a better student. The second area is the content reading and activities. These are going to be videos. These are going to be links to the textbook. Please watch all these videos, especially the video about linking the zyBooks, navigating through zyBooks, how to make sure that the grades that you're getting, because zyBooks has its own grade book, the grades you're committing in zyBooks are being transferred back. This is very important. If you see a video underneath content reading activities, please watch the video. Most of my videos are not from the textbook. I try to add value to the course. Why should I sit here and make a video of me reading the textbook to you? You know how to read. So some people say the videos aren't talking about, I'm talking about the concepts of the textbook. So let's say, for example, they're talking about decisions, right? The textbook chapter is decision. There will be videos that I produce based upon the decisions. After the content, you have homework assignments, and these are usually the end of chapter labs. And again, these will link to the zyBooks. Please do yourself a favor. I can't stress this enough. Purchase the textbook early. Try to figure out, it's not that hard. First, I shouldn't say try to figure out. Get the textbook working by Monday or Tuesday of the course week. Do not wait until Friday to get the textbook and then try to force feed yourself, because there is a lot of content you need to go through. But inside the homework, here are the different homework assignments. Usually they're end of chapter reviews. There is a homework assignment called Introduce Yourself video. I like to know what my students look like, right? I like to just have that. I love videos. I like to know who you are. I like to place a name. To grab your phone, make a 30-second video saying hello, what your overall plans are. I don't care about the background. I don't care about the lighting. It's more of an introductory. Those videos will not go on YouTube. They will not be released to the public. Where they will go is on our course site. So you can get to see what other students are doing. So please put those up there. Announce who you are. Hello, my name is John Smith, and this is what I do. This is what I'm hoping to get out of the course. Beautiful. Will not go to YouTube, will stay within our given course site. And then finally, the fourth section is basically the quiz. Now, I do use the lockdown browser. Many faculty use it. It's nothing special to me. This lockdown browser forces you to stay on the browser. You cannot print the page. You cannot go to another page. You are stuck in that browser until you are committed to the exam. It works well. It works well. I've created in the lockdown browser, I've created a practice test so you can make sure you practice the lockdown browser before you do the real exam. I cannot stress this. I'm giving you the opportunity to practice the lockdown browser. Practice it, right? Make sure your computer works with the lockdown browser. Now, historically, I've been using the lockdown browser for about 2-3 years. Normally 1 to 2 students a semester out of 100 students, that's not a bad, may have an issue. 95 to 98% of the students have had no issue with the lockdown browser. And a lot of times it's little things. You know, you didn't turn something off, you're trying to print. Don't worry about the lockdown browser. Watch the video associated with the lockdown browser, practice the lockdown browser, make sure you run it, etc. And then again, I don't want this turned into, we're going to look at everything that is associated with this course. Please read the syllabus. We're going to have discussion forums. I will tell you, I know this is an online course. I've already mentioned that I use WSR occasionally, strictly optional. I am not a no-show Mo. You all know what a no-show Mo is. A no-show Mo is a professor, they turn the course site on and they walk away. That's not me. I am heavily engaged with the videos. I like to read the discussion forums. I'm a little cautious sometimes about interjecting into the discussion forums because I don't want to contaminate them. I love the free. Now I will often will and I will read them, but I don't like getting really involved with them unless I say, okay, I'm gonna deviate here. But I'm doing this. I am available to you, the students. Let me wrap some things up here. Even though this is an online course, I am available to the students. Stop by, come by my office, call me up. Say, hey, Nick, I want to talk about X. I will talk and have videos about my YouTube channel. You'll see it as soon as you start watching videos. Look at the videos up there. Does something interest you? I'm not an influencer. I think I have approximately 60 plus subscribers. So I'm not forcing anybody to anything, but I just want you to kind of see what is potentially out there. I am planning with the YouTube channel to do probably once a month live streams where I basically talk about maybe things in the back. A lot of things are planned with the YouTube video. So I'm looking forward to this course. I really, really love this course. And I think it's just a super course. It brings back my days of being a coder, and I just love it. And I hope you love it too. So with that being said, let's go on and learn something.